Hey everybody, it's Marty the JavaScript party and Rhett back there. She is off camera. She is on the far right part of her little cage. Like if I go like that, so you can see her over there. She's probably trying to figure out how to get to the wall so she can chew on it. And then I'll have to get up and put her up in her cage in the living room. But anyway, so yeah, let's. I just got done with a video on my web API speech where I just spent way too much time trying to fix a console issue where it was complaining about the focus on something that was hidden. I think I finally figured out that it's a timing issue, and I'm hoping it just kind of resolves itself when I do my next upgrade. I'm currently in that one on 19.0, and I believe 19.2 is getting ready to roll out at any minute. So, it might get fixed in that. And then, because it did definitely seem like a timing issue. Like the dialogue is popping up in some edge cases before the focus leaves the main app, the root of the application, and then causing the browser to throw a warning or an error that that something that is hidden has focus, and it does not want you to allow anything that's hidden to have focus. I remember when that first came out, that bug first came out, and the place I worked for had spent probably $1 million+ building some sort of 508 compliance solution where, like, you would look at something, but behind the scenes, when you were tabbing, you were tabbing on something that was hidden, and the screen reader could read stuff to you. So you basically had an alternate experience if you were blind, if you couldn't, if you were using a screen reader for some reason, you had like an alternate experience where you could move through the data and understand what's going on. Um, but then this thing came out that said, hey, you can't have things hidden that have focus. And so, but it was area hidden, which was different. They had it like CSS hidden. But anyways, we're in a great spot here. We've finished the basic underlying architecture, and now we are getting ready to do a commit. As soon as this commit's done, we'll start trying to get get this component to be able to move around and stuff, be animated. So we could actually get rolling on the whole next step. So now basically I just want to make sure I'm not going to commit something silly, and I think I may do my Cypress commit separate. But anyways, there's that. I think all these look good. I know some of these are actually wrong, but I think that's okay because I do kind of want to kind of have, this is a bit of a history of building the application. So I think there's some value in seeing it in truth, not sort of scrubbed to hide the history of wrong mistakes. Okay, so this is our new Cypress package. It's called Viz, and I think everything looks good. I like the way that is. App.html, that makes sense. We added our component. The CSS makes sense. And really what I'm looking for more than anything is just console logs or something you just don't want in there. I'm not really concerned with reviewing the actual code itself. More just making sure there's just nothing silly in there. Maybe acknowledging, going down memory lane, say 3 box. Yeah, so we basically just hard coded this, and basically the idea is that all this code will be gone probably as part of the next commit. Everything in app, I believe, probably not everything, but most of app will just be gone. Because basically the only reason app is still around is because it still has our one example of an animated item. See, Viz looks good. CSS, viz.css. Okay, that looks good. I would definitely, this is probably not long for the world. We probably want to set this based on, let's go to, okay, so this is our spec. And then this is our component. So basically we've got this. I would rather that width and height be set through JavaScript based on this configuration instead of on the CSS, because I want these to be all different sizes and widths and stuff and all that. So and I don't want to hold it to specific ones like pre-configured sizes. I want it to be any size. So I think that looks good. We just added some new TypeScript types. It looks like we didn't add, what did we do? Oh, we moved them. We moved them into a 3 folder, which I think makes sense. Scene. So these are all types, and it is weird. Oh, yeah, I don't really understand that, what I was doing, but I'm sure I could dig into it and figure it out. But yeah, so then here's where they were all moved, and they were moved from app interfaces ST mesh to 3 mesh, 3 camera. And then where does this thing live? This lives at interfaces. Yeah, I'm not quite sure on that, what I was doing. I moved it from ST. I explicitly moved it from ST to, I think it's still in ST, right? Yeah, ST, but then 3. Oh, okay, yeah, that's right. I moved these to, because there were other kinds of interfaces that aren't 3 related. I wanted to say these are, basically this is a way of saying, okay, this one has a doppelganger. This one is something that exists in the ST world and in the 3 world, whereas like animations does not. Animation only exists in the ST world. It doesn't exist in the 3 world. So that is that. So that makes sense. Visualization. See, that one only exists in the ST world. Does not have, it actually is part of visualization. So yeah, I think that all makes sense. There's animation spec, which I think we had to do pretty intense. I guess I should click in here. There should be, these are all brand new though, so there's no real value, but I guess we're still looking for stupid stuff. I guess I should stay like consistent. If I'm going to have this comment in 2 of them, I should have it in 3 of them. Let's see, material has it already. Geometry does not have it. I think that is a very important thing to note. Like, it's super important. So like the more times I read it, probably the better off I'll be. Like if I make this required, that is a poison pill to export and import. We are not exporting ThreeJS objects. So ST does not have a ThreeJS. I mean, visualization doesn't. Animation service. I don't know. I think it just moved. I don't know. It looks like, it doesn't really look like. Yeah, I don't know. That's a weird one. Man, there's so many changes in this. that all looks good. And I hope to never, ever, ever, ever in this project ever have another, like there's a big problem if I ever have another commit that's this big in the future. We really want these commits to be much smaller than this, but this one just has so many things. Like it's just such a, it's basically got, it's a change, a foundational change to every single inch of the application. So we're not committing any of this. These are all deleted. There's a little D over here and they're red. So this is updated. It's basically to get our unit tests up. We're almost there, everybody. Everything looks good. When I do this commit, I think I will say what the video number was. Just, I think that could possibly be helpful in future code when I'm trying to figure out what's going on. I've never, ever, ever, ever one time in my last set of videos needed that or wanted it, so I don't know if it's of any use, but status. -m video 57. And this is initial arc implementation for everything sans animation. So everything but animations, that this is the architecture for it. There are things that will come in the future, like lights and stuff and groups and stuff like that. But for now, this is basically the full architecture. So that's that, and then get to push. Boy, I'm glad to have that behind me. I don't know why I have 3 things that are still showing. Oh, I do this all the time. I think I have 3 things that I did not, that were like edited. 3 unsaved files, and I don't think it gives a good way to see what your 3 on. So like really all you can do, I think, is go like this and just look up top and see like the blue. And so this is a problem, like this is a self-inflicted problem, right? Because it's like, well, this is what you get for having 5,000 tabs open. Like, you know, like they didn't provide a way to figure out what the 3, a good way to find out what the 3 things are. 3 open things are, because like they probably don't have 5,000 open tabs. There's one. So I don't know what this scene is. I guess when I hit save I will. So we'll have to do another commit. So now it's, I still have 3. Oh, it's those comments. All right. Let's actually just freaking double, triple check. These are them. Yep. 1, 2, and 3. Git commit -m. I do that all the time too. That's when I'm doing commits, I will quite often write the whole commit message and then realize I did not stage anything. So tomorrow we begin in animation. Basically, we have to figure out in our component, which right now, so the viz component is a general component. So maybe I should rename this to general components, and the only thing that would be in here would be like top level components, which is kind of weird. Maybe components is the wrong name. I don't know. I keep going back and forth because one of like the lead of Angular says that that's a bad anti-pattern, and it is weird, right? Because I have a component here and then I have components and then viz, and maybe it should be like general or top level or something like that components. So that probably would be a good idea to take care of that now, and then if I have, and then he says like interface is a bad idea. Yeah, I don't know what to do, because I do have components and then viz, and there isn't like a 1-to-1 right now. The way this is set up, there's not really a 1-to-1 ratio of like these services mapped to these features and stuff like that. So I don't know. I guess because it is components and then viz, and the only thing that lives in there is components. And I think that's all I would ever want to live in there. I don't know. So we'll, but anyways, tomorrow we will start in our viz component. We know that. And basically what I want to do is for this to use our for this to attach a functionality from this animation service, and then the animation service would then know how to update this mesh, this visualization. Yeah, this mesh. Yeah, no, this scene would know how to update this scene appropriately, based on the properties that are in it. So that's tomorrow, bright and early, and should be pretty cool. Happy coding, everybody. Bye.